Hey everybody, Sean here from Somm Wine Club, and I have got some wine for you. This is the 2022 Tyrrell's Hunter Valley Semillon from Australia. This is part of the February 2024 Somm Wine Club box. And I love Tyrrell's. I am such a huge fan of this winery, of their history, of the wines that they produce. When I was living in Australia, I went and visited the winery. I have a bottle of their flagship white wine from 2006 that I had Bruce sign when he was in Vancouver. It's probably a long time ago now because I don't remember, but I'm excited to get to share one of these wines with you. So their Hunter Valley Semillon and their Hunter Valley series of wine are the wines that they have to express the classic varieties of the region, which is Semillon and Shiraz. So Tyrrell's has been making Semillon and Shiraz in the Hunter Valley since the 1860s. So 160 years of producing Semillon and Shiraz in the Hunter Valley in New South Wales, which is about an hour and a half or 2 hours north of Sydney. Now you can't make a wine like Semillon, which if you've heard of Semillon as a grape variety by itself, you're already ahead of most people because it is maybe one of the most underrated prestigious premium white wine grapes out there. Sometimes blended in with Sauvignon Blanc, as in like a white Bordeaux blend, but under the careful, watchful eye of Tyrrell's, I think the VAT 1 Semillon that they produce, their flagship white wine, is the best example of Semillon produced anywhere. Period. This is a more approachable expression of the variety. That one you need 20 years of bottle age before it's really going to show its depth and its complexity. This is really drinkable right now. So they've been making wine since the 1860s. The fourth and fifth generation of the family are still in charge of the day-to-day operations, and they're still kicking butt at making Semillon. So this is 100% Semillon, all done in stainless steel, harvested at night. That helps to preserve the freshness of the grapes by keeping the temperatures when they're picked cool, because it still can be quite warm during the harvesting time in the Hunter Valley. So pick at night, make sure they stay cool. Stainless steel ferment, little bit of lees contact just to add some additional texture, but no oak, no oxidative winemaking here. This is all about freshness and vibrancy, acidity, and this like beautiful tang that you get from young Semillon. This wine kind of like, it's this, first off, it's like pale silver, little kind of very pale greenish gold reflections in the glass, but the nose is like rockets or Smarties if you grew up in the US, and the little like kind of salty, or not salty, tangy sugar candies that you get in like a plastic wrapper at Halloween. This smells like rockets. It's chalky, it's limey, it is super zesty, tangy. It smells like lime zest and tart green apple. A little bit of kind of citrus blossom, very subtle floral character to the wine. But then just a whole lot of rocks, of like stones and flint and crushed chalk, and I love that, love that about Semillon, especially young Semillon. I love aged Semillon, probably more than I like young Semillon, but I don't necessarily love waiting 20 years to get it. But I love the opportunity to have something like this, which really like kind of so clearly expresses variety and its youthful characteristics. A ton of acid, but the fruit character on the palate is a little bit riper than you expect it to be from just the nose. It's a little bit more ripe citrus. There's some tangerine or mandarin. There's a little bit of white stone fruit like peach. Riper apple, like golden delicious apple rather than green apple. And then the finish is, again, salty, chalky, stony, mineral rich, really, really kind of distinct kind of rock character, earth character in your mouth. That's awesome. This is a new wine to market. They've just started bringing this in the last 6 months or so. So this is maybe the first time that a lot of people are seeing this label. They have a couple of other Semillon, the HVD, as well as the VAT 1, but this is significantly more approachable and a great introduction to Tyrrell's as a winery and to Semillon as a variety, because, like I said, this is very drinkable right away. There is still a ton of acidity, and the acidity is going to be the major thing here that you need to think about when you're thinking about food and wine, because that level of acidity definitely needs some fat or salt or both to kind of absorb and balance some of that really tart, tangy acid. So doing things with like a salty ocean character, seafood for sure, sashimi, seared scallops, oysters, but the aromatics of this wine too, you can also play with a little bit more lifted aromatic character. So things like sesame, ginger, you get like a little vinaigrette with soy and sesame and ginger and rice wine vinegar for oysters or scallops. That's great. Citrus beurre blanc, doing like a butter sauce. You'll get a whole bunch of fat there. You can use this like a knife through that butter, or anything fried. So whether you want to do like Frito misto, like mixed fried vegetables, spring vegetables, asparagus, zucchini, prawns, or you can just do classic fish and chips. You get that crunchy, crispy breading if you get like an extra thick beer batter on the outside. This is just gonna like and take it just in stride. So much complexity, so much elegance in such a understated package and an underrated variety. Really excited to share this one with everybody. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the Tyrrell's Hunter Valley Semillon, and we'll see you guys all next time.